Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. Alright, let's start the show. Like that beat.
Yeah,
it's real chill. It's super chill. What is going on, Mavericks? We are back with another episode of The Unusual Mavericks. I'm your host, Kwame, joined by the handsome, the amazing, the bearded one, Just Dominic.
Hey, everybody. So glad to be back for another week and another episode of The Unusual Mavericks.
Yes.
We have got a lot to discuss today.
Absolutely. We have a lot. And I'm just going to let you guys know right now, I'm going to be in rare form. Rare form on today. Because some people need to be cussed out.
Okay. Gonna ask how you're doing, but I see that that some folks need to be handled.
Cussed out.
In the correct PR way. Yeah.
Absolutely, because this is going on Bullet and Flight Radio, the number one progressive Christian and inspirational radio station in the world.
You got it. That's right.
What's going on, Cupcake? Cupcake is in the building, always being the best mod up in these YouTube streets. We appreciate you, Queen. Thank you for all that you do and all of your love and support. What she said? She said, hey, Leroy and Dominic and Dominic's beard. And she also said, Dominic, the answer to your question is ciao. What's going on, Keats? Good morning, good evening to you.
We definitely need to compare notes.
Yes. Hey, Candace, how you doing, Queen? Michaela's in the building as well. We appreciate you. How you doing, little sis? And greetings to you, Dr. Hope. We appreciate you for always supporting. Yes, it's the D to the H. Oh, you okay?
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Tried to mute my mic in time, but I couldn't make it.
It's all good. Sorry, yes.
Everybody.
Greetings to you guys. We appreciate you guys for coming on in. Let's go ahead and get into the biz niz, y'all. Today's episode is going to be really, really dope. We are going to be talking about who is Loyiso Mkize. Did I pronounce it right? I hope I did.
I'm going to go with that. Loyiso Mkize. Yes.
It's Loyiso
Mkize.
Mkize. Yes. Well, I hope that's it, because I want to do this man justice.
Go with it.
Yes. But before we get into all of that, you guys, you know we have to get into one of y'all favorite times of the day, and that is the Maverick Alert. Shall we get into that, Dominic?
You know it. Let's do it.
Child, it's a hot mess express. I don't even know what else to say.
Psi squared.
First off, this just broke before we came on. Just by the way, you guys, this just broke. And so it looks like talks bitterly broke off between Hollywood actors and studios late Wednesday, killing any hopes that the 3-month strike by performers would come to an end anytime soon. The studios announced that they had suspended contract negotiations, saying the gap between the two sides was too great to make continuing worth it. Despite an offer they said was as good as the one that recently ended the writers' strike, the actors union decreed that their opponents' bullying tactics and said they were wildly miscategorizing their offers. Quote, "We made big moves in their direction that have just been ignored and not responded to," Duncan Crabtree Ireland, the National Executive Director and Chief Negotiator for the Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, had resumed negotiations, told the Associated Press on a Los Angeles picket line Thursday. Quote, "We're not going to find a solution to this if they just leave and don't talk to us." Whew. Hot mess.
Yeah, it was quite a mess. Allegedly, obviously, the organization that represents the studios was there, and the executives from each studio was there. And so this was quite an about face from how things went with the Writers Guild, as we know.
Yes.
That strike is over. They easily met their proposal and then some. They agreed. They are the most underpaid group of Hollywood in Hollywood for sure. But yeah, with the actors, I guess they were like, look, you guys, y'all negotiate multi-million-dollar contracts in most cases. We are not giving you. And so it sounds like the actors were asking for 2% of the profit of all of the streaming platforms. And they found that to be absolutely ridiculously absurd.
I don't know why.
Outrageous.
I guess I don't see why they have to work constantly. They don't get royalties for what they get. At least royalties, if not streaming profits. Why not? They're the ones doing the work.
I think it was royalties were fine with them, but not you're gonna get also 2% of the studio's profit.
Oh, they're asking for both?
Streaming. See, we don't. It sounds like there are lots of components to the contract. So
I'm gonna look at the contract.
It sounds like it was both.
Well, I don't know if you can have both. I think that's a little unfair. Well, not unfair. That's a little unreasonable because the studios have to still sustain itself. So I mean, I get that, but I mean, this has been a long time coming anyway. They need to come to some type of compromise because the Actors Guild has been doing the work. So it's like they've been working. So it's not like they're I think really what they need to really work on, if they haven't done so already, is the what do you call it? The AI situation. That's really what is a big deal. But if the writers already took took to it, so I don't see what there's something that broke down. I don't think they want to work. So it's not like they're not trying to make it work. And I don't think that we should go with this narrative that the actors are just like kind of hardball them. Of course, you have to be in negotiations or whatever. You got to play the game, right. But at the same time, they want to work, and the longer that they're out, the less money that they're getting, and they have to sustain themselves. So we'll see how it goes.
It puts everybody right back into the same boat because we were
and
all
it's worse.
Hey, the strike is over. We are paid.
And it's worse.
Productions are going back in, but no, it's not happening.
Right, and it's worse for the actors because they're not going to get unemployment. Yeah. So it's something to really think about.
Looking at a few people in these pictures that I'm looking at, most of them don't need unemployment, but we get it. Yes.
Right. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. All right. We're hoping for the best because it's not just the top 1% actors.
No, it's not.
It's also the what do you call it? The fill-ins, the background actors, all of it, all types of actors, voice actors, all of them. So
correct.
We'll see how it goes. All right. Next up, Warner Brothers is being sued by an angry mom who claims a Harry Potter replica wand seriously injured her toddler's eye. She wants a huge check to cover the damages. According to the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, Jessica Perry says she bought a Potter replica wand with a light-up pen function from a store and gave it to her kids, only for it to end up impaling her 3-year-old's eye. What? How is this Warner's fault?
I hope that the 3-year-old toddler is fine.
Well, yeah, she alleges the wand was defective, and Warner Brothers should have known about the risk because she says there is at least one online review describing a similar incident. In the suit, Jessica claims her son had to use painful eye drops, which made him scream in agony, and she says the eye patch he had to wear frightened him so much he could only sleep with his bedroom lights on.
Okay, right. Okay.
She's suing Warner Brothers for several $1 million, $8 million in compensatory damages for her son's injuries and emotional distress, plus punitive damages.
Ooh,
they reached out to Warner Brothers, and there's no word back. So this is the alleged wand. This is the alleged
your doped up on sugar child,
and this is the alleged child, was
swinging at about while you were probably maybe taking a nap on the couch from after smoking something suspicious. And you want to, it makes all the sense in the world. And now you need all that money for pain and suffering.
Yeah. Yeah.
And his eye is fine. He just had eye drops. Okay,
girl. Well, good luck, because everybody else is using the wands. Hey, they're not having problems.
Now watch what's gonna happen. Everybody's gonna go out and get one.
And jab it in their eye?
No, watch. Just a bunch of people are gonna get one now.
Oh, yeah.
Just out of curiosity.
Speaking of Warner Brothers, the time has come to read. So, would you like to go into this, Dominic? Or at least start it off?
You go ahead and do that. I'm really curious to know what you think.
Well, I was hoping you would start it off because I don't have it open. I wanted to pull it up. I want to make sure. Is it here? Where is it? There's it. There it is. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I had to pull it up. All right. Here we go. Move it over here so I can see. So, despite Warner Brothers discoveries, because they're new management now, DC Studios continues to be a kind of mess. James Gunn and Peter Safran were saddled with the dredge of DC's previous slate, a set of underperforming box office movies that had bogged down the studio's attempted rebirth. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is the last of these, and it has already been mired in its own Snyderverse drama, much of it to do with Mira, aka Amber Heard. In a new variety piece, Heard spoke of how rude and unprofessional Jason Momoa was during filming. Let me explain something to you, girl.
I believe it.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Oh, nothing. I'm sorry. I was talking to Lisa. Sorry. Go ahead.
Lisa who? Oh, don't worry. We'll get to her too. Okay. First of all, right. Good luck. You talk about the last one. Let's see here. She contextualizes some of the Aquaman 2 chaos, unfortunately drawing on conversations she had with her therapist that were submitted to the court during her legal battle with ex-husband Johnny Depp. Jason said he wanted me fired, she said. Allegedly. The notes from Heard's therapist say of Jason Momoa. Heard further accuses Jason Momoa of being drunk and late to set, and even, quote, dressing like Johnny to trigger me. Has all the rings too, end quote. A Variety insider, film director, and Mimosa himself denied the accusations, claiming the pair got along and Momoa was never drunk on set and never meant to dress like Depp to trigger Heard. Quote, he has always dressed in that bohemian style.
True.
It's very true. But let's look at some things since you want to talk some mess, Heard. Okay? This is from an event that they did together. It doesn't look like they're having any issues there. But
yes,
she wants
and
to go
very bohemian.
very bohemian. He has always had a rugged bohemian look to him.
Yes,
but she wants to sit there and cry white woman. Also, let's look at, speaking of Lisa, let's look at an event that they were at together with his arm around her,
and
hugging
Lisa.
up on her.
Wow. Yep.
Okay, but no, she wants to bring her boyfriend, who I just found out was Elon freaking Musk.
Yeah.
Yes, Keats. Yes, Keats. She says, didn't she take a dump on? Yes. Allegedly.
Yes. No, that was confirmed. That was all confirmed.
No, she did come after you. She did. She came after my man, Michaela. Mamoa wanting Heard fired is a slightly different story. It was previously reported that Heard's role in the Aquaman sequel was greatly reduced amid her legal issues. Now the therapy notes mention director James Wan raising his voice at Heard on set, stating, quote, diva-like behavior suggesting more behind-the-scenes tensions. While a DC spokesperson vouched for the professionalism and respectfulness of both Wan and Mamoa, sources claim Heard was nearly fired, though they assert it wasn't her personal life, but a lack of chemistry with Mamoa that was the problem. According to a source for the outlet, Heard's former boyfriend Elon Musk had a litigator send a scorched earth letter to Warner Brothers, threatening to burn the house down, end quote, if she wasn't brought back for the sequel. According to Variety, Heard in this film just hasn't tested that well. Fans did not like her as Mira, prompting Risha. Nobody liked you, girl.
Yeah.
Nobody liked you. Okay?
That's
it has
true.
nothing to do with my man. Nobody liked you.
Yeah, she just did not fit the role of Mira. From people who saw Mira, especially, and if you look at like Justice League Unlimited, if you look at any of the new rebirth of Aquaman movies, the animated movies, Mira is a fierce warrior. She is likable, she's vulnerable, but she's just she's a different take on Wonder Woman in a way. And she's diplomatic, she's all about her people. This woman had just like dead eyes behind all of her expressions. Maybe it was the Botox, I don't know, but
maybe she's just not that great of an actress.
Fans didn't like her. They didn't connect with her. So,
well, if you're sitting on the damn all the time on a damn stand, crying all the time, okay, nobody likes you. Why didn't you bring this energy to the show or to the movie? How about that? Instead, you want to sit there and lie and play white woman, give us white woman tears. I'm sick of you. How dare you talk about my man like that? And you didn't think that he was recorded, that everything was recorded, girl? Nobody trusts you. Everything, you think he's going to be alone with you for you to even make an accusation? Yeah. Nobody likes you, girl.
And and then you've got James Wan, the director of both Aquaman movies, and Peter Safran, low-key, the producer of Aquaman 1 and 2, saying that this woman was reported behaving, or what did they say? She had diva-like behavior. There was a lot of diva-like behavior during Aquaman 1, and they didn't want to bring her back for 2, especially being that the movie did so well and she tested so poorly. So
no one likes you.
It's just crazy to get Elon Musk involved in this. That's insane.
First of all, Elandria, nobody was talking to you. You should have stayed over there with Twitter and keep crashing Twitter like you've been doing. You barely got money left, girl. And who wants to? I mean, girl, really? Elon Musk? You were laying down with Elon Musk?
Well, allegedly they've recently broken up or something.
I'm not surprised because the girl is crazy.
Yeah, she probably took another.
Give it a couple of months and she's gonna have a whole campaign talking about Elon ruined my life.
And I had to take a dump in his bed.
I had to do, yeah, right. You don't know what a bathroom is, girl?
No, that was her litter box. Just spray some, put some
You
kitty
tried it
litter
with
on
Johnny.
it, Elon.
You tried it with Johnny. Then you tried it with damn Elandria. I know you not gonna try with my man, not Jason, my man Mosa. Right, Elanika. Nobody was talking to you, girl.
And so it's really interesting. She accused Jason of showing up to set drunk and being late. So pretty much being a diva. And it was probably her showing up to set drunk and late.
And furthermore, I hate it when you have coworkers that sit there and try to be the damn supervisor. Nobody told you, girl, to sit there and worry and clock me. Okay? Nobody told you to clock me. You don't worry about what. Are you on set? Are you where you're supposed to be, girl?
Now, did you hear insiders did say that there was tension when she came on set, because if she was drunk and late and he's the principal on this film, and you're late for my movie, basically.
Wait, they're saying that she was late?
Yeah, a lot of the production staff, they have been speaking out low key and reporting to different sources, saying that different employees at Warner Brothers have said that it was her who was rude and diva-like and don't look me in the eyes. She was drunk constantly and always, or appeared to be inebriated or needing to wear sunglasses constantly because she was having some type of issue. We'll say that. And yeah, just terrible.
Allegedly.
And he would come in and he would be like, just loud and just a big old boy. He's a man child.
Yeah.
And so he did not on purpose.
Hold on, because that sounds a little shady. I want to make sure that we're clear. He just likes to have fun, okay? He lives life in a fun way.
Okay, moving on. But he did strategically do that, I believe, to be shady to her as well. But there was nothing she was going to be able to do about it.
Right. There's nothing you can do about it, girl. What are you going to do? Lose another court case?
So why is she talking about it now, right before the film drops? Why is she trying to burn down this film?
Because let me be quiet. I think she's desperate. And I need her to pay attention to the dye that is in her roots, her hair roots, instead of worrying about what is going on with this movie. Because you only had a little bit of time. Now you're never going to work up in Warner Brothers, girl. Now they're never going to take care of you. Now they're never going to want you to be a part of anything.
No, and I understand that, like obviously the end of the Snyderverse is ending.
Okay.
And they're, but
guess who they're keeping? Jason.
It's rumored that he is returning as Jason. Jason did do that video saying
Lobo. He's coming back as Lobo. Allegedly.
What did I just say?
He's rumored that he's coming back as Jason.
Oh, well, same difference.
I mean,
he's playing Lobo. He's playing Jason. So, yes.
Lobo is not Jason. Jason is a sweet, kind-hearted man, and all he wants to do is work. Okay, he doesn't have time for white woman tears. Okay. And here she come because she can't have a good relationship because she can't be in the movies because they reduce her stuff. That ain't Jason's fault. Talk to the executives.
He clearly has a job after this. She does not.
You do not. And not only do you not have a job at DC Studios, girly, you don't have a job at Warner Brothers now, girly, and you're probably going to get blackballed for the rest of Hollywood.
Well, we'll see. Elon Musk, he did write a letter. He wrote a
Don't ask me no questions. Don't ask me no questions, Cupcake. You don't worry about how I know.
Right. Exactly. How you know so much?
Don't worry about how I know. Keep my man's name out of your mouth, girly.
I'm sorry. What, Lisa? Okay.
Keep his name out of your mouth.
Okay.
You got anything else about this girl?
No, and seriously, I know I'm joking around, but I really do feel I'm 100% on Jason's side with this.
Absolutely.
I know before there was some questions like, "Oh, poor Amber, a woman in show business." Oh, and I believe that she really has victimized herself. She has abused alcohol and drugs. Admittedly, she's been in and out of rehab. That all came out of the wash in that documentary. So she is a wreck and a mess. And you really found the most unflattering pictures of her. But how she really looks, this is her. This is a mugshot, basically. This is rehab. This is what a hard life will do.
Michaela, you haven't seen me mad. Trust me.
And I think it's a shame that she's really trying to stain his career like this. She's trying to stain the movie and burn the bridge, the whole house down at Warner Brothers because they reduced her film. They're like, yeah, we'll keep you in this film, but we're going to reduce your role. And but it's just a blow to her ego.
Yeah, but dummy, you realize that this is now you've burned a bridge now to one of the biggest movie studios or production studios in the world. And now because you did that,
could go sit together.
Right? Have fun, girl. Because you ain't ever gonna be in any of Warner Brothers movies. And if you think Marvel's gonna take your mess, no, girl. Disney's gonna be like, no, I'm sorry, we don't have time. We don't want her.
James Gunn's gonna make a real quick call over to his buddies over there at Marvel.
Ciao,
please.
Whew. Well, that's all we got for that. We're gonna get into some Blerd news, y'all. Yeah, let's get into that. Whew, child. Had to rest my nerves. All right.
Get a drink of water after that.
Right? All right. Blerd news.
Oh, God.
Yes, let's get into
this. Is another read.
Yes. First off, do we want to do DC or Marvel first? I'm going to let you choose, Dominic.
Well, we just talked about... Who did we just talk about? DC.
Let's go into yeah, because then if we do DC,
let's give their scalp a rest.
Yeah. Let's go into Marvel. Okay, all right. Specifically regarding the Marvels. Okay, as you guys know, we're going from one white woman to another white woman. Just mess. Yeah. Just mess. As you guys know, the Marvels is based off of the actual Marvels. Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau,
Captain Marvel.
Right. The original Captain Marvel, that's it. And Marvel Girl. Is it Marvel Girl?
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel, so sorry. So yes. Dominic, would you like to explain or would you like me to explain?
So, yes. So it sounds like for all those who have really been looking forward to this movie coming out. Allegedly it was coming out in November of this year, and it got pushed back to March. Mm-hmm. We reported on that a few weeks ago. So we saw a trailer that heavily featured all three of these ladies.
Yep.
We even saw the poster that had Monica Rambeau at the top of the poster, which was a problem for the star Brie Larson, allegedly.
Allegedly.
From Marvel sources. So allegedly, there's been more talk about her diva-like behavior, with having a lot of influence in the final cut or edit of this film. So the streets are talking that we have been heavily deceived by the first trailer. It appeared as though that there would be a whole lot of Monica Rambeau and Miss Marvel. But this movie, in fact, is going to feature them as features, backups, Destiny's Unwanted Children, and this movie will be a Captain Marvel sequel. According to her contract, she is due that, and they really, I guess, wanted to focus or refocus on her storyline and minimize the other girls. So that is the rumor on the street.
This is what I need you to do, Brie. This is what I need you to do, baby girl. I need you to get into a car with Scarlett Johansson and Amber Heard and drive off of a cliff. Because how dare you? How dare you? You don't even know the backstory. And if you do, if you even understand who Monica Rambeau is, you're mad. You're mad that she is the star. You're mad that she is the star and she's black. You're mad. You're mad that she's a better actress than you. You're mad that a lot of people fell asleep during your dang on show. Your movie was too damn long in the first dang on place. We didn't care about what was going on with you, Captain Marvella. Okay? Wait till Monica Rambeau. This is the last movie you're going to be in, girl. Enjoy your time because it's contractual. But guess what? This is going to be your last movie. Your last movie. It is time for black actors. It's time for black characters to come through. It is time for
well, they'll get 15 minutes each on screen.
Oh yeah, right. But it's time for but I promise you, these girls are too much. They're too much for these production studios and too much for the networks. It's too much. You're causing too much drama. You can't even just do your job and possibly have a third movie. Now you're not going to have you. They're going to fulfill their obligations to the contract because they legally have to. But it's going to be your last movie, girl.
Yeah. The quote from inside sources who have allegedly seen the final cut of the film are saying that this is, quote, the return of Captain Marvel, not Miss Marvel, not Monica Rambeau, not WandaVision, but Miss Marvel.
Yep.
And she will return in 2024.
Okay.
So we'll see. Maybe that's why, allegedly, that's part of the reason why the film was delayed too. It wasn't just because it was. They said it was ready. That's all. That's what we heard. The film was ready to go. It was ready to be released.
She's the problem, not Monica. Brie Larson is the problem.
They said that it wasn't. It's not necessarily Brie, but it's her management company who's looking out for her, obviously, in her contract. And she is the star of the movie. Her name should appear above the title. And it shouldn't be an ensemble movie. So. And then the worst part about this is the entire, this is also breaking news as well. And this has been confirmed by Marvel Studios, is the entire production and writing crew that wrote Phase 5, She-Hulk, Secret Invasion, and everybody, they cleaned house.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm very serious, because they lost that much money, so they cleaned house. So the writers of She-Hulk, which they said that the writers' room of She-Hulk was literally they fought and people walked out and were replaced, and that's why that series was so terrible, because it was a mashup of different ideas and it was just a toxic environment behind the scenes. And so was Secret Invasions. That has now come out. It was a very toxic environment, and that's why it cost so much money, because of the constant reshoots. And they're even doing that with Daredevil. Daredevil was pretty much all set to go, but they're going to act like Phase 5 didn't even happen. So you can erase She-Hulk and almost everything from Phase 5, except Loki.
Whatever. I'm over it. Let's move on, because it's getting me mad.
Yeah, DC we talked about that last week anyway.
What's going on? Let's talk about Sandman. Okay, so Netflix is anxious for Sandman Season 2 and discussing a renewal of Season 3. Since its debut, Marvel fans alike, DC fans, have binged Season 1. Does that surprise you, given that episodes of the Sandman Season 1 were rumored to cost $15 million an episode? There's a good chance that Netflix held off on negotiating season 3 while it debated renewing the show during the strike. Creator Neil Gaiman recently gave an update regarding the production schedule after the strikes ended on his Tumblr page. Apparently, season 2 had completed 2 weeks of filming prior to the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes shut down production. Gaiman seemed confident that since the SAG-AFTRA strike has concluded, production has resumed. That's good news, especially given the WGA recently won its standoff with the studios, which should put pressure on the studios to also make a deal with the actors. The bad news, Sandman is still early in filming season 2. The actors still on strike, which also certainly ensures a delay in the Sandman's projected release date, pushing it back to late 2024 and season 3 at the end of 2025. My God.
Wowee.
Right, who has Tumblr anymore? They have Tumblr?
Yeah, that's still a thing.
Wow. All right, bro.
And Neil Gaiman is kind of an older guy too. He's British, so in different countries it's a little bit bigger of a deal.
Right, Tumblr still exists. I didn't know Tumblr was still a thing.
He's I believe he's English, so yeah. But yeah, this is not very much a surprise to me at all. I thought it was interesting that the article said that a lot of Marvel fans were really on this series. They were really enjoying Sandman.
It's really, really good.
And so that's really positive to hear. And this is the direction that I'm hoping DC Studios is going to go in under James Gunn, is really getting Marvel fans to say, oh, I didn't even know this was a thing. Oh, okay. This is how DC should have been doing it all along. So, wait. One other thing that you forgot to mention.
What?
It was a throw-in the news, and that was that, and I'm glad we're in the DC part right now, is that DC Studios has confirmed, that Ezra Miller, Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, and Gal Gadot will not be returning to reprise their roles on the Justice League.
Oh, yeah, that was in the breaking news portion. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, but still, we're in DC news anyway right now. But so she gone as well. Which we were talking about this last week, that she's in her 40s right now. They have said that they want to hit late 20s, early 30s at the most.
Yeah.
So they're gonna go with a girl who's like 25, 26. Watch.
Yeah.
Surprise.
It's gonna be a thing. All right. Well, that was Blerd News, y'all. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna get into the Maverick time and talk about this new Maverick on here. Y'all stay tuned. We'll see you on the other side of the break. Thanks.
Step away from the chaos and noise of your daily life. Experience moments for yourself that are calm, serene, and full of peace. A necessary respite to foster growth within you, because self-care should be luxurious. Luxe Noir.
In a world filled with diversity, where radical faith and progressive believers come together, there's a place that's breaking all boundaries and embracing believers from all walks of life. Bullet and Flight Radio, where believers unite, boundaries break, and love triumphs.
And we're black. We're a little small there. We're back, you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Make sure you share for us and subscribe if you haven't done so already, so you can go ahead and check out all of the amazing things that is happening right here on Pyro Media Network. We want to shout out Pyro Media Network, as well as our sister radio station, Bullet and Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian and inspirational radio station in the world. You can go ahead and make sure you check out Bullet and Flight Radio on TuneIn. You can go ahead and hit up your Google device or your Alexa device and tell them, hey, Alexa, hey, Google, play Bullet and Flight Radio on TuneIn. And it'll play right there. We want to shout out Bullet and Flight Radio and all of the pilots that are listening right now. We appreciate you and all that you do. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into some Maverick time. We, guys know, have been following this series, and Dominic has been doing a phenomenal job at getting this all together and making sure that we have a wonderful series. And so we've been learning about some amazing human beings, kings and queens, and everybody in between. Those who have made impacts in the comic world. We talked about, we mentioned Helene Flowers. We talked about Afua Richardson. We learned about Matt Baker. Hey, Matt, how you doing, girl? And we talked about Dr. Sheena Howard. We talked about Aletha Martinez. We talked about the Dwayne McDuffie.
That's right.
May he rest in peace. We talked about Sanford Greene. And last week, we talked about Natasha Bustos. Today, we're going to be talking about who is Loyiso
You said it.
Loyiso Mkize. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. But yes, Loyiso Mkize. Dominic, do you want to do this? Or you want me to do it?
You go ahead and I will assist for sure.
All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Loyiso Mkize is a South African born, hold on one second, there we go. South African born visual artist. He studied at the Cape Peninsula University of Technology in Cape Town, South Africa, where he obtained his diploma qualification in graphic design in 2009. Mkize is a prolific,
like Trey,
right? Hello, Trey. Mkize is a prolific visual artist who is also behind the teen superhero comic book series Kwezi, alongside Afrofuturism writer and author of Intruders, Mahale Mosego. The comic follows a narcissistic teenage boy named Kwezi as he discovers his superhuman abilities and strengths in the bustling city of Johannesburg. Speaking in an interview with Design Indaba back in 2015, Mkize described the comic book scene in South Africa as still at the crawling stage. While that reality may still hold true almost 6 years later, his international debut for one of the biggest comic book industries that exists certainly goes a long way in turning the attitudes around the art form in South Africa. So this right here is one of the covers of Kwezi. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna actually follow this. I want to read that.
His power level. Let me just say real fast. Please. His power level is that of Superman, really, and it's really interesting. And as you see, the African queen there in the red, if she reminds you of Storm, it's for really good reason. So yeah, it's a mashup kind of some of your Japanese anime characters, some of their chi powers and whatnot, kind of all explained in African mysticism and culture. So it's pretty awesome. I took a small look at a little bit of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, in 2021, Mkize signed a deal to collaborate with DC Comics on the penultimate chapter for Batman Urban Legends #4, featuring the fictional characters Luke Fox and the Riddler. So this was that's actually really cool. I didn't know he did that. This is from his thing here. And yeah, so some of his highlights include but not limited to. Being a South African artist has penciled part of the latest U.S. Batman comic. Loyiso Mkize is making a name for himself in the world of comic books. He took to Instagram to announce the news and give fans a sneak peek of what he has been working on. In the caption, he wrote, "Achievement unlocked. My debut for DC Comics. Recently had the pleasure of penciling an episode of Luke Fox taking on the Riddler, Batman Urban Legends #4. Before devoting himself to his own company full-time, Mkize worked as a head illustrator of the popular soccer comic book Super Striker Entertainment, a character-based entertainment company whose clients include Kentucky Fried Chicken, ADT, African Bank, National Roads Agency, Caltex, Anglo-American, and Umbra, to name a few. In 2015, he founded his own visual arts and communication company, Loyiso Mkize Art Limited Edition, which publishes the energetic South African superhero comic book, Kwame. So shout out to him. I'm really looking forward to seeing more about his work and what he does, and just kind of learning more about him, because he seems like an interesting dude, and his artwork is pretty dope.
Yeah, and this is really cool to hear. Here is another millennial. I believe this is in my millennial series.
Yep.
Who is breaking glass ceilings.
Mm-hmm.
South African, they're not recognized for the beautiful graphic art. And we just talked about that series on Disney Plus that also came out of South Africa.
Yes.
And though he wasn't associated with that, we know that they don't get the type of recognition that, as he spoke about, that they deserve. So here now he is working on his Batman series, and it is actually very popular right now. So I'm really happy for him, and I hope that he allows himself to be an ambassador, and for this generation and for the next.
Yeah. So shout out to you, man. We thank you for all that you're doing for culture, for the culture, and especially for Black nerds. Loyiso Mkize. I'm definitely going to check out Kwame, the Kwame comics, because it sounds dope, and I'm really interested in checking that out. So Black Boy Joy all the way.
Absolutely.
Right. You got anything else for him, Dominic?
No, that's all. There's not going to be a whole grocery list long of achievement for someone this young. Of course, let's give them another 10-15 years, and then we'll revisit some of these millennials. But they are making noise, and that is what I'm really proud of. It is time to hand the baton over to the next generation of creative thinkers, and let them lead the way, actually. So I'm very happy to see what he's going to do. And South Africa is now on the map.
On the map, at least in the comic world. And there's so much that South Africa and Africa, period. I mean,
South Africa for their wine is on the map. For their fashions, for their like you said, their wine, their minerals. There's a lot. It's just ridiculous over there. Yeah. But anywho, I am going to call it a day. Dominic, we're gonna call it a day. If you guys, we thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this, love you, Amber Heard. Love you, sis. Give Kwame a call.
You better not call me girl.
Give Kwame
it'll be in your best interest not to call me girl, because there's some choice words I have for you, honey boo boo. Anywho, if you feel so inclined to bless either myself or Just Dominic, feel free to go ahead and hit us up on the Cash App. You can hit me up at KwameC86 or Dominic at Dominic L. Pruitt, and that's with 2 T's. Shout out to Dominic with the 2 T's. Okay. All right, and shout out to Dominic's beard. How you doing, Dominic's beard? Thank you for joining the show. All right, y'all, we love you guys so much. Thank you so much for. You shouldn't have called it. Yeah, don't call me girl. Don't call me Amber.
Jason's he's gonna be all right. Hopefully this movie
Oh,
is not as bad as she's trying to make it sound.
Fine.
Because Lisa Bonet said the rent is due on the 1st, regardless.
So it was nice having you guys on the show. It's been fun. It's been real. Dominic is leaving for the day. We're done. All right, love you guys for real though. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate you, and make sure you hit us up on. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit us up on the interwebs if you feel so inclined. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Kwame Speaks Official on all social media platforms, and Dominic at Just Dominic. And you can find him on I think it's just-dominic.com. You'll find all of his information there. So shout out to y'all. Definitely check out Bullet and Flight Radio. Check out the other shows on Pyro Media Network, and we'll see you on the next one. Yes. Oh, and don't forget to stay for our wonderful, amazing sister, Dr. Nicole D. Vick, or soon to be Dr. Nicole D. Vick, but I'm going to call her Doctor anyway, right after this. So make sure you check it out.
Stay unusual.
Stay unusual. Very much. Yes, yes, yes. All right, y'all. We'll see you on the other side. Bye.